Okay, so welcome everyone. Today is this special talk we put into this cleanse program for weight loss, understanding what is behind the scene. Is it more than food? All that we are going to clear today. It could be a bit scientific, but functional medicine coaching means science plus practicality plus being together, passing on the leadership to you, but giving you the information. No, not we doing the active role you all are doing. You all are taking it into your hand, but we are guiding there, making you accountable to us. So it's a combination of both the modality of cutting edge technology, science research, yet understanding that it is your role in overcoming these issues. So we can start off now. Recording. Okay, so we can share the screen. Here we go. Okay. So screen is visible. Okay.
Yes.
So weight loss, it's going to be very interesting. Surprisingly, it is much more than nutrition. Nutrition does play an important role, but many more things are happening behind the scenes. So first of all, overweight, obesity, be grateful to your storage mechanism. It may sound a bit absurd what I'm saying, that be grateful, be thankful to God that I'm overweight. Actually, because it is because remember that the body will always function for my benefit. It will never do anything which will be harmful for me. So why is my body putting on extra weight? There is something behind the scene which I am not doing correctly. So it is helping me by storing that weight. Otherwise, I would get into more serious problem that we will see today. Isn't it not interesting, this point? So of course, let us start with the most basic thing, nutrition and weight gain. We are talking about weight gain. So of course, it plays a role. What happens when our foods are HGRF, just shortcut for me, high glycemic refined foods. High glycemic refined foods means almost everything which is coming in a package or which we are having refined it, like even like wheat. There was a time when we used to have the wheat grain. Wheat is not bad, wheat grain, but the wheat grain, we make it into flour, it is refined. Then we make it more refined, it is suji, maida. So the nutrition value gets lost and it becomes very much exposed to insulin, means it can create a sugar spike very fast. So insulin is released. And when this is happening always, day after day, night, day after day, night, what happens is that extra when this is happening, sugar is highly inflammatory and sugar cannot be, it cannot be stored. Excess sugar, the body cannot store it. It can only store it for one day maximum. So, and high sugar in the blood is dangerous. It can lead to coma. So the body has a mechanism through insulin to convert it into fat. Please understand this. We connect fat to becoming fat. No, excess sugar through wrong foods leads to sugar being converted to fat, fat deposits. At the same time, sugar is very inflammatory, causes a lot of inflammation all over the body, everywhere. So that creates stress in the body. Further on, we'll see what stress does. How can stress increase weight? And this for me, nutrient dense, low calorie foods. That is what we need. We don't need high glycemic refined foods. We need nutrient dense. The food we can eat less does not matter, but food should be full of all vitamins and minerals, and it will be having low calories. Very simply, what are these foods? What do these foods do? They fuel all our cells. When the cells are full of nutrients, they function well, my metabolism is okay, my weight will be okay. These foods are anti-inflammatory. We have to buy them local. We don't need fancy imported foods, and we don't need out of the season. We can get what is in the season. So now, what are these foods? These foods are what y'all are having these 2 weeks. Simple. So the connection between diet, cleanse, and weight management. And especially the day 5 to 7, what we are having, that is absolutely nutrient dense, low calorie foods. If one could eat every day, not 100, 1000%, you will get your weight under control. Not 100, 1000%. And you can eat as much as you want because they are low calories. So the 2 weeks, what we are eating, these 3 days, what we are eating, it is, you already have all the details. That plays a very important role in our weight management. Eating hygiene. How to eat? Already we discussed about it a few days ago. Eat slowly, chew properly, see the food when you're having it. These things play a role. They help us in digestion, they help in absorption, and our body is in a relaxed mode. So we are not under stress. So the stress hormones are not released. Whenever we are under stress, the moment stress hormone is released, digestion hormones are blocked. So I cannot absorb the nutrients, even if I'm having the best foods. Last meal, our last meal should be at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So 10 minus 4 is equal to 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Should be a last meal. My last meal is around 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. After that, we don't eat. I just have a cup of tea, not during the cleanse period, but normally, or some very light, healthy snack. That's it. Can't even imagine, can't even think. I don't force myself. It's natural. And then my family at home also got used to it. We can't even imagine eating something at night. So it becomes normal and natural. And the food, what we are eating, should be easily available. We can give you the best recipes, but if they are not available, it's no use. They should be tasty. They should be affordable for the one who is in contact with us. And they should be sustainable, means I should be able to do it every day. Although we are talking about these 2 weeks, but these 2 weeks should actually be every day. That is something good. Don't we want to be healthy? Why should I eat unhealthy food? Now, many times people come to me, they come to us, and they say, I'm already following these things. Really, I'm following them properly, but still my weight, I can't get it down. So are they telling lies? Sometimes I've seen the doctors say, oh, these people are telling lies. So maybe they have some mental problems or some stress problems. Give them antidepressant. No, it doesn't work like that. There are many other dynamics behind the scene which also play a role in weight management, but nutrition is the starting one. If we have managed that well, others don't come into play so much. But if that carries on and other factors then also are present, then other things take over, like sleep. If I'm not sleeping well means sleeping in the correct time. There's a sleep system. It has 3 phases, 10 to 12, 12 to 2, 2 to 4. Now, if I miss that cycle, then my sleep is not correct. And must be deep sleep, absolute dead sleep. Now, if I don't sleep well, what happens? Sugar will be released because body will think it's daytime. It's daytime, so sugar has to be released. Sugar is released, insulin will be released, fat will be stored, and melatonin won't be released. Stress hormone will be released. All interconnected. Stress hormone, we'll see later on what the stress hormone does to weight gain. So sleep becomes an important factor in weight management. Exercise. Oh, yes. Yeah, we should exercise. Once one fat lady came to me and she said, I'm exercising the whole day, still weight is not going down. I said, really? Yeah, I go thrice to the gym, morning, afternoon, evening, one hour, 2 hours. I said, you're going to gain more weight now. The what? I said, your body is under such stress because when we exercise a little bit, we go for a walk, we release natural opiates called endorphins, which make us feel good. We go jogging, we come home and we feel very relaxed because those hormones are released, endorphins are released. But when we exercise too much, that is stress for the body. Stress can create fat gain. Really? Yes. So many times when people come to us, we say, stop exercising. Do your walks, do your stretching, yoga, do very short, intensive aerobics, and weights are very helpful because they build muscles, and muscles burn the maximum amount of calories. So even when you have muscles, we don't mean six packs, just muscle in place of fat. Even without doing anything, you're burning calories, you're burning energy, you're managing sugar. So correct way of exercising plays a very important role. And here we come to stress. Now, what does stress do? The moment body goes into stress, it releases a hormone called adrenaline. You don't have to remember these things, but just we want to give you the science behind it. And now there is stress. I have to do something very fast. Now you could be managing your nutrition well, but the body is going to make sugar on its own. Why? Because there is stress. I have to run now. Panic. So sugar is being created. It can be generated. It's called glyconeogenesis. The body will generate it. Where there is sugar, there is insulin. Where there is insulin, to make it very short for you, fat storage. So let me make it simple. Stress, sugar, and sugar, insulin release, fat storage. Really? Yes. Stress, fat storage. So for you the connection. Next, stress. After adrenaline, something else is released also called cortisol, which is steroid. Last 2 years we heard a lot about it when COVID was there. So now that is anti-inflammatory. So when there is too much of activity of immunity, it is suppressing it. So I'm going to have problem with infections, day-to-day infections, cold, allergy, cough. This can increase. Again, that is stress. Again, it causes a problem in the body's natural functioning. Relationships. What has relationship got to do with fat gain? Should I blame someone else that I'm getting fat because of someone else? Now, if my relationships are not healthy, not giving me joy, giving me stress, so again we go back to stress. Okay, but let us keep stress aside. Relationships. Maybe I'm not having the relationship which I should have. Perhaps my partner is always busy, I'm alone, and children have grown up. I took care of them, I was busy. Now they're in university, studying abroad, I'm alone, don't know what to do. So then we self-medicate with comfort foods. Means, I want something. I cannot get a hug. There's no one there, no children to play with, no spouse, no one. So I self-medicate. I will open the fridge and I will take in something which will give me the most comfort in the quickest manner to release things called dopamine, serotonin, and they can also be released through sugar. So how we are self-medicating if there is issues with relationships and gaining weight. Gaining weight. So many things are playing a role. Purpose in life, same like relationship. If suddenly I've ended up in a situation where I'm seeing that there's nothing to do, sometimes mid-cycle for women, mid what do you call life, procreation time is
Crisis.
over, crisis, children have settled down, all are busy, I don't know what to do, get bored with it. There's no purpose, and all these things again can create stress. So body is very delicate. It's just like the plane. Little bit you change some button or throttle, it swings. So same way the hormones are being released milliseconds all over the body. With slight changes they get released. So when it is happening once in a while is no problem. But if I'm living in that lifestyle, that pattern, and I'm not understanding why am I gaining weight despite eating healthy, so these factors all play a role. Could there be more factors? Let's see. Thyroid. Yes, everyone knows that when my thyroid is not functioning well, or when it is suboptimal means in the blood report it can show well, but it is blood test will not pick up exactly what's happening. Suboptimal. So low thyroid function, everyone knows, everything goes slow. So metabolism goes slow, so I can gain weight. And the connection with thyroid is very close to stress. The system tells us thyroid issues, thyroid medications, full stop. No, that the system is made like that. They just have to find the numbers, and then those numbers will give a label. It's called thyroid. Thyroid means this medicine. No, it doesn't work like that. When I am under stress, it could be any kind of stress. Change in life, change in place, monetary issues, power issues, childbirth. So, it's exciting period. Stress can also be excitement, so positive, but yet change in body. So there is stress. So stress will generate a thyroid hormone called reverse T3. Means my blood report will show that T3 is good, but it will block it because you say there is stress. There is no time to relax, no time to enjoy meal, no time to create babies. So it will block all that, and it will pull the energy towards managing the stress. So stress is very closely connected to thyroid function. Of course, thyroid function is connected to diet also, because iodine, so it's a different thing altogether, thyroid, but the connection, stress, thyroid, low thyroid, weight gain. Hormones, stress, cortisol was a hormone already, thyroid hormone is a hormone. Which other hormone could play a role? So we spoke about in the first chapter of a cleanse, first talk of a cleanse, estrogen. They all interconnected. Insulin is connected with estrogen. Estrogen, when there is excess estrogen, it blocks thyroid intake, hormone intake into the cells. When there is extra estrogen in the body, which could be coming from dietary sources like maybe milk. It could be coming from less progesterone, more estrogen. We have more estrogen in beginning of the women's cycle period, and then it drops. That is why we get the mood swings, and then we have progesterone, but progesterone could be less, so we have those sudden swings, cramps. So when we said that estrogen is toxic, if we go back to the first cleanse, estrogen is necessary. It makes us ready for growth in the uterus. But after it's done its work, it has to be detoxed. So we can have suboptimal detoxification, and we can have estrogen dominance. Estrogen creates bloating, gut issues, leading to weight gain. So again, it comes back to weight gain, mood swings, stress, weight gain. So everything is interconnected. That is the point of what we are saying. And we have to be careful with estrogen, because estrogen, the cells of the breast, uterus, women, men, prostate are very receptive to estrogen. Excess estrogen, we know, leads to cancers. So one has to be very careful with estrogen metabolism, and estrogen coming in from outside called xenoestrogen. Plastic bottles, BPA. We think everyone knows, but still I come across people who don't know about it. No, BPA in the plastic is a xenoestrogen, and the body cannot differentiate between xenoestrogen and real estrogen. It responds the same negative way, dangerous way. The receipts in the supermarket, the paper receipt is full of BPA. The canned foods inside part, plastic is full of BPA. So we have to be, and lots of skincare products. When we eat anything, it goes through the gut and is controlled, but skin, it goes straight to the blood. So everything is being interconnected to our weight management. Anything more? Addictions. Yes, if I'm addicted to anything which is unhealthy, it's creating stress in the body. Stress is of two types: psychological, coming from thoughts, so it's coming from too much pressure on the body's functioning. The body also perceives that as stress, and we already saw stress leading to weight gain and results. So adipose tissue. So adipose tissue just means now I've already gained weight. We are supposed to have fat in a body. It's called adipose. When I'm sitting down, I need fat, otherwise I can't sit. Or I need certain amount of fats to take care of my tissues in the body. All my cells, trillions of cells, the membrane is made with healthy fat, so we need fat. But extra fat is not needed, and extra fat now is taken to be as an organ. Just like I have the liver, I have the kidney, extra fat deposits around the hips or the belly, that is where, or thighs and mainly arms. So they are considered as an organ. They function like an organ. What do? They create more estrogen. And what does estrogen do? Estrogen, we already saw, indirectly will lead to fat gain. And what more do these fat cells do? These fat cells also release inflammatory markers, means there's inflammation. When there is inflammation, there is stress. When there is stress, we again saw it leads to weight gain. So the connection. So now I've got stuck. Now I've forgotten the first part about nutrition. Now I'm seeing what not is happening in my body. Everything has got interconnected. How will I get rid of this? And by this time, the 10 times more number of microbiome, the living good bacteria, bad bacteria in our gut, they also have got affected with all these things. And research shows that the gut microbiome of obese, overweight people is totally different than normal, healthy weight people. That has changed. So latest research says that with changing back again the microbiome, we can manage the weight, because they see that the gut microbiome is talking, the genetic material is talking to the fat cells in the body, is all interconnected. So much of interconnection. Now, is it too overwhelming? By the way, that is not my photo anyway. At one time, maybe it was, but not now, when I was young. Now it has gone away, thank God. So now what to do now? I thought weight gain was only connected to food and I'll manage it and things will go away. So now it got connected to, even I forgot, hormones, stress, or adipose tissue, exercise and sleep, everything is getting connected. So what to do? How can I now I want to get healthy. And it is important because unfortunately, weight gain, excess is a sign of bad imbalance in the body. The medical system should treat it as a serious concern and take care of it, but no one takes care of it. Despite a few years ago, it has got classified in the international book of disease, the names they give to disease. Obesity is a disease now, but no one bothers. So, but that is the first thing we have to take care of it. So what to do? Let me get healthy. Healthy means normal weight. So how to do it? What should I do now? So very quickly, first thing, to take your scales from today and throw it away. So, okay, maybe some other people in your family might want to use it. So at least you remove it and you're not going to get on top of it anymore. Because what did you check your weight for? You know you're overweight or not overweight. We know it. The mirror is there. Even if I have to deceive myself with the mirror, never mind. People around me will tell me. They will tell me. Again, it depends on where I belong to. If I'm belonging to North India, maybe if I'm getting a bit slimmer, they might think I'm getting sick. And the heavier you are, the more healthier they think you are. But otherwise, generally, your friends or anyone you meet after a long time, they'll get excited that how come you're having this figure? So you don't need you don't need to get stressed with I put on 500 grams. Yesterday I put 1 kg. Today I lost 1 kg. That is all stress again. It's no use. What you can do is you take out your favorite trouser and blouse which you used to wear when you were your healthy weight, and that you can hang it outside. And now your aim is to fit into it. So it is not, we are not going to lose weight. We are aiming to lose inches. Because sometimes if you start gaining muscles in place of fat, your weight will take time to show less on the scale, but we are making muscle, which is very healthy for the long run. So it is inches, then this thing. And other way, you can just measure your waist. Your waist should be half of your height. And from your waist, you can come to know whether you are slim or overweight. So simple. So machine is not needed. Diet books, bestseller books, also you can throw away. Because we are talking of sustainable lifestyle. If you go into all those diet books in 3 days, lose 20 kgs, in 1 week, lose this thing, you are going to get badly sick because they are going to make you not eat anything. And your body is very, very refined and very wise, but at the same time, very simple in thinking. It doesn't think complex like us. It might think that we have entered a phase of famine. There is no food available. So it will start working like that. And after your diet, 1 week is over, when you just put some food on the plate, it will think now there's a time of abundance. And before the famine comes, let me take in everything and store it for the next famine time. That is how the body works. So you can have what we call the yo-yo effect. Yo-yo effect. In fact, be grateful for God that something was wrong somewhere in my lifestyle. It can't be genetic. It cannot be genetic. Something was wrong somewhere in my lifestyle. Somewhere something went wrong that I got into this cycle of weight gain, and I did not get into serious problem. Sometimes if there's too much of toxicity going in, the toxics can be hidden in the fat cell as a protection. So now, but yes, now thanks that this system helped me. Now I want to get back to my normal weight. So what I tried to do for you till now was make you understand how the system works, but it is you who will have control. My science is not going to help you. It may seem like I'm showing off, but I'm not showing off. This is the skills we have learned, but it is you who will take control, and you will be able to identify what I just said, where you have gone wrong. Starting with the diet, where have you gone wrong? And even if I just take care of my diet, everything else will fall into place. Sleep, diet, stress. If the cause is resolved, you have to be normal weight and healthy. But how long will it take? So obesity is actually a protection. First of all, be grateful. It is nothing has happened to you. It is your body. We are talking about your body. So you are perfectly okay. Your body has stored some fat trying to help you. So there's no need to be feeling awkward, nothing at all. It can be resolved naturally. How? Diet? No. You just take steps, what we just said about sleep, relationship, addressing exercise style, diet, everything. You just take care of all that. and the body's biochemistry will automatically fall back into normal weight. How to do it? Just 1% a day. Whatever you have planned to do, very little put it into practice, because it's all to do with behavior. We have to understand this behavior. I'm going on a holiday, I'm going on that work program, on a business trip, and I come back, then I'll eat healthy. You want to say that let me eat unhealthy, let me eat unhealthy, let me eat. You get sick if you eat unhealthy. It's a strange thing. So we have got trapped in this kind of thing that because eating unhealthy little bit, we don't connect it to the severe disease like kidney failure, severe diabetes, cancer, heart issues. They all come from eating unhealthy little. So getting healthy, also reversing little we can do, and don't expect any return the same day. Supposing in a month you manage to lose 2 kgs or 3 kgs, let us say. It's possible 3 kgs in a month, or let us say 2 kgs. So 2 into year is 24 kgs. That's a lot. 2 years, 48 kgs. That's how the weight will go down, by making you healthy and energetic and not making you sick. So that is the way. No, and when it comes to stress or anything, we have to remember that overweight and obesity, foods can never replace emotional foods. If there is some issues going on, tackle it. If you try to replace it with foods, pastries, cakes, to give you that self-medication, that is not the solution. So I tried to put here in a very quick, simple manner that weight gain is connected to so many things. So when one really needs help, one needs to connect to the correct place where total guidance is happening. It's not overnight. Yes, when the weight is gained, is very adamant, one needs more research into the tests can help the person, lifestyle, when it started, how it started, a lot of investigation and handing over the power to the person, but the person being accountable. Today is your session day. Please, you have to attend. What did you eat? Did you keep a food journal? So that is what is functional medicine and coaching combined together. And whatever we spoke about, sleep, obesity, gut issues, all videos are recorded in that YouTube channel. You can even go and listen to the videos. They're all detailed with solutions. And it would be wonderful that you can like them and share them with your friends. And if more information is needed, here are the details. Our duty is to reveal you the scientific interconnectedness to the dysfunctions of the body, and to guide you and to empower you to take things into your own hand and to get back to absolute normal health with the proper figure, wonderful waistline. It is 1000% possible. So that was the information on weight gain. So we can end here. And yes, if there are some question answers, we can always take them up some other day live when all of you all are present, and question and answers can be on any topic, anything. So we end
tomorrow
here.
evening. Tomorrow evening, we'll have a session on cruciferous vegetables, because tomorrow is day 5. So day 5 to day 7, we'll be eating mostly cruciferous vegetables. So Anil will talk to us about cruciferous vegetables. What are they? What can you eat? And how are they beneficial to our health?
Yes. They are
tomorrow evening at 7:30.
Yeah, wonderful detoxificators of estrogen, excess estrogen. So tomorrow we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anil.
Okay, thank you, everyone.